Freddy was the previous owner, and we were sitting around constantly trying to figure out what to call the bar. All of a sudden, we started getting a lot of reviews, and the reviews were all Freddy's. So it was like, oh, that's our name. We're stuck with the name now. She was in one of our earliest reviews. Bar dog Xena will growl if you play the wrong choice on the jukebox. Since they publicly mentioned a dog in a bar, so if the health department came in and said, where's the dog? The best neighborhood are the places that happened organically. Nothing through corporate involvement. We've gone way too corporate in this neighborhood. It's gotten ridiculous. It was good for a while. Now we've radically oversteered. I guess you call it the Arena Project, the Atlantic Yards Project. We stand to be destroyed. The first plan was to make us an escalator in one of the buildings. Now I'm not sure what it is, but we're still in the footprint. This is not just any bar. This is, in my estimation, one of the best bars on the planet. The case that they based our case on, Pfizer came in, got the eminent domain ruling, emptied the neighborhood out of its people, built its buildings, and has now decided, oh, they don't want them anymore, and they're putting it up for sale. It's going to really be frightening to own anything. Oh, Lord. Some of the development is good. Like, neighborhoods need to be addressed and need to be focused on. I remember going in and trying to buy milk that was behind the plexiglass counter, and they wouldn't sell it to you. They'd sell you crack, heroin, coke, pot, anything you wanted except milk or sugar, So the neighborhood has changed a lot. Now they call it blighted because nobody's living around here because this developer owns all the property and he won't rent it to anybody. So they say, oh, look, nobody's living here. Well, It's just the capacity for the state to take what it wants for whatever it wants. I mean, it used to be a highway, a hospital, a school, something that was, easily recognizable as a public good that would go to the state, not to a private institution. Now they're giving it to private institutions. They're giving this to a developer who has sold a huge chunk of his investment to a Russian. So they're giving away American property to a non-American citizen. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Because there's something like 1,000 eminent domain cases going on in this country right now, so we're just a fight, we're just a battle in a war. And we're probably going to lose this battle, but the most important thing is we don't lose the fucking war. If we lose the war, then we're fucked. They're just going to take whatever they want from whoever they want. Whenever they want. And that's where it's heading. I'm taking a lot of pleasure in this whole thing, and how ridiculous it's all been. It's kind of a horrific pleasure. It's like watching a mother with their baby carriage getting run over by a car, and you laugh hysterically in some sort of demonic response to this horrible thing you're seeing. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Don't you just instinctively get right underfoot, don't you, girl?
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Wow.